Hello and welcome to Grace.Filled. My name is Christy and I'm so excited that you're joining me for another video. This is special because it's a collaboration with Tony from My Thrifty Homeschool and a few other amazing women as we share a homeschool space. So I'm going to take you back to what the shed looked like when we bought it and what the previous homeschool room looked like last year when I shot the back to school homeschool tour. Now let's open it up and let's see how things are looking right now. So for those of you who don't know, this will be my 11th year homeschooling and I have 5 kids and I absolutely love homeschooling. It's such a blessing. It's such a joy. And I'm just bringing you along for what I have. What I have may not be the best, but I'm so thankful for what I've been given to steward and to watch over. And so I'm just bringing you along. This is our art station. My children absolutely love art and they are phenomenal at it. They're truly gifted at it. And so I knew that when I created this space, I wanted to have a space where they could really just enjoy all of the things. So as I opened this up, I realized that someone had went in here and kind of moved things around, and that's okay because this is a space that we live in and that we love. And so it's okay that messes are made. It's okay that things get out of place. I just fix it and I continue to go. So in this drawer, there's just extra stationery on the left bin. There's markers in the middle bin. There is like pencils and all sorts of things like that that's in the right blue bin. And then I decided I wanted to just put a few more erasers out here because I just love erasers. I always have. So once we leave the art station, I'll go ahead and I'll share with you our book and game storage area, and then I'll take you to our reading area. I'll take you to our hands-on area. I'll take you to the teacher's prep area. I'll take you to our little lunch area, and then finally I will take you along so that you can see the desk. I do want you to keep in mind that there are a few things that we still have left to take care of, and we're going to be doing those things soon. I'll point them out to you a little bit later on, but I am so in love with how this space turned out. And so down here, these are all of our drawing books, all of our needle felting items. It's all of our printing papers, tracing papers, watercolor papers. It's all of the papers that we use dealing with anything art related. And now we get into one of my favorite parts, and this is my bookshelf. Like I said, I've been homeschooling 11 years and I probably had these shelves, goodness, at least 7 of them, I think. And every time we switch the room around, which is once to twice a year, these bad boys move and they're still holding on. So I'm just sharing with you our books, our read alouds, our games, dictionaries, thesauruses, curriculum, all the things. This is where we house them. Now, I did have to do a pretty big purge for those of you who are not following me and who haven't been following my journey, so that I could go from the space we had inside to this space. This space is a 10 by 20, so it is significantly less and probably one of the smaller of all the homeschooled spaces that I've had. But I am thankful for this space, and I just want to remind you that you don't have to have a room to homeschool. You don't have to have a shed to homeschool. Whatever it is that you have, then that's what you use, and you just do your best to take care of it and to use what you've been blessed with. If you're coming over from anyone's channel from the playlist, would you tell me hi in the comments so that I could greet you, and tell me whose channel that you're coming from so that I can just show a little bit of love to you. I do appreciate you watching, and make sure that you go ahead and subscribe so that you can follow us along this journey. And I am on Instagram at Grace.Filled Homeschool. So this is a beautiful space because it's nestled in a sweet little spot. It's behind some trees and bushes. It overlooks a flower farm. There's flowers behind it. There's flowers in front of it. There's flowers beside it. Oh my goodness. It's near the goats that we have and near the chickens. It's just such a beautiful place. And so I wanted the inside of this space to kind of mimic the outside of the space. And so that's why I just kind of went with like a woodland type theme environment in here. So I just really wanted naturals and um, tans and greens. I will say this chair is one of the things I was talking about. I will point out to you that it's gonna move. I have a hammock chair and I've had it for a few months now, but we decided that we weren't gonna hang it from the top, that it would be best for us if we actually went ahead and grabbed a hammock chair stand. So that is what we're actually going to be grabbing as soon as we can from Amazon. And so if you stick around, I'll be updating this space with that hammock chair, and there's a few other touches that we needed to have done. We have the curtains up at 2 of our 5 windows, but we didn't have the other curtains up in the other 3. And also over there where that hammock stand was gonna go, there were gonna be some shelves that we could hang all of our books. So the shelves are not up either, and we don't have the windows trimmed out. But you know what? There's no time like the present time, and I don't think that you should keep waiting until the moment is perfect, till things are right. I think you should really utilize and work with what you've been given, what you have right now. Just being grateful and thankful for it, because when it's time, it'll happen. And so I didn't want to wait and not get this video up. I figured, you know what? This is the time to get it up. And so now I'm just sharing with you kind of how I store my manipulatives. You've seen pretty much the games and all those other things, but this is how I store like all the Play-Doh stuff, all the wooden trays, our sensory trays, our manipulatives for counting and just for fun, because you know the kids love that. I love having those hands-on sensory bin type things for them, because we do have our own property and we have our own playground and our animals and all that. The children are able to go and to do all that, but especially on rainy days as it gets colder, different things like that, I especially love to have things like this out. And so it's just a really great thing to have, just such a great addition to our homeschool. And so when the kids are done with maybe whatever they're assigned to do, they can come over to this corner, they can grab a little tree trunk, they can grab a book out of the book basket, they can grab some manipulatives. As long as they put it away, when they're done, they can just really go ahead and enjoy this time and this space. And I am just so thankful. I really love the way that it has turned out. My daughter Kalani actually helped me get the decals on the wall. She's in 1st grade this year, and she had an opinion on where everything should go. And I just took a deep breath and said, okay, baby, go right ahead. And so I think the result is absolutely beautiful. So I'm super excited about this space. It's everything that I envisioned, everything that I imagined, and it was worth all the time and energy and dedication that it took to make this happen. From putting the installation and the drywall and mudding and sanding and painting, priming, then painting. And then my husband got majority of the trim up, so there is a little bit more trim to get up. And we do have some like plants that we want to hang from the ceilings, but you know, all things take time. And I just finished up one college semester. I had a week off, and then I'm going to start back the next one. And we're about to start back our homeschool year. So again, I didn't want to wait any longer, but I so appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. It means a lot to me. We do have a AC unit there to just kind of keep us cool. I did not put anything on the boards yet. That's something that I will be doing a little bit later as I finalize how I'm going to do things. But I will say that two of the kids will use the right board and two of the kids will use the left board. And so now we're headed to where my teacher station is, and this is kind of where I just store like my teacher manuals, my teacher guides, like the things we're going to be reading for read alouds, our devotion, our poetry book. It's where I have their curriculum for year tales, like a preschool through third grade curriculum. I have my exploring natures with children, and I also have the group subjects that we do together, and of course my hole puncher. So I am just super excited about this area. Okay, so I wanted to say the desk and the two expedient units came from IKEA. The teacher's bookshelf came from Walmart. That stand that you saw that I had all my wooden manipulatives on, that came from like a used group. And everything else I pretty much thrifted or just caught on sale. And all the baskets at the top came from Aldi's. The basket that's on the teacher's area came from Target, and where I keep all the books for the kids, that basket came from Walmart. And they all had the water half-inch pattern. And here is my little drink station. I'm so excited about this. So I have one thermos that has hot water for tea, for coffee, for cocoa. I have another one that has cold water so that we can go ahead and drink that. We have our mugs. I have some crystallized lemon, and I have some bowls for our snacks. I'm so excited about this little area that I made to be like a makeshift kitchen. And these mats are here because we have our lunches. So again, I'm not finished. These are the things that I have to put up: the curtains, the hammock, and you can see here that again, I still have a few things left to do, but I will get it done. I'm super excited about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, this is a playlist, so be sure to check out the other participants in this collaboration. I always say here, you can do a lot with a little, and until next time, blessings.